because Bill Clinton had negotiated the answer. And then a few months after, there was a Taba agreement, and there were groups, non-political, non-governmental groups who got together, a bunch of scholars from the Israeli side, from the Palestinian side. There's the Geneva Accord. There are multiple written accords, 20, 30-page documents that say, here's what the borders need to look like, here's what sharing Jerusalem is going to look like, here's what the fair solution to the refugee conflict is going to look like. We know the solution. The question, there are two questions in my mind. One is how many more people on both sides are going to die before we put that solution into effect? And the other is, how are we going to get people on the two sides to trust one another, or at least tolerate one another enough that those already negotiated agreements can become reality?
I'm going to take two questions from our audience here. Hopefully about this topic in particular. Please say your name, sir.
Thank you. Sam Cook from Minneapolis. And I just have a couple comments for people to think about. And I think the land question, the two-state solution, quote, quote, that's there, the people of the world need to see these borders, these potential borders, good, bad, or ugly. We don't see them. We hear about them, but we don't see them. Number two, with respect to peace, what are the benefits of peace, and what will that area look like once a peace deal is done? And the fear of the settlements that continue to grow out of fear because there's no peace settlement. And with respect to the land piece, when will those settlements end as part of this process, and what will that look like, so that Jews can then move back around the world wherever they live and visit Jerusalem?
Two more comments, please. Say your name. Good morning.
Kenya McKnight, running for city council here in the 5th Ward. Hi, Rabbi. As you know, I'm also a part of the Interfaith Dialogue amongst young people for the past year, which you're a big facilitator in.
Briefly.
Can you talk more about how communities of colors can engage more around those interfaith dialogues that extend beyond downtown to wrap our minds more around this peace concept in religion?
And one last question, and then I'll ask Keith, you to respond to all these. Yes, ma'am. Say your name, please.
My name is Sandra Crump, and my question is about why is it our responsibility in the United States to be involved in this and to be responsible for the peace issue? There's all kinds of genocide in Africa. We're not over there spending billions of dollars.
Thank you for the question. Representative Ellison.
Well, by the way, we are in Africa. And I've been to Africa. I'm working on peace issues in the Congo, in Liberia, all kinds of things. So it's not like. And then, by the way, do you know that? Personally, I think the Middle East is probably on the same continental plate as Africa. So it's not really. And then here's the thing: if you are Christian, Muslim, or Jewish, the holiest sites in the world for you are probably the size of this building. I mean, if you go to Jerusalem, you can see the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, you can see the Western Wall, and you can see Al-Aqsa Mosque. They're within an acre or so, a little more than that, but not much more. You could walk all of it within a morning. So
one minute, Keith.
So let me just say that this is all of our business. As I said, 200,000 American boys and girls in this region in uniform, okay? And your tax dollars going on over there. We got to be concerned about peace. This is everybody's business. And so that's all I want to say. I'll leave a minute for other folks.
My special thanks to Reverend Michael O'Connell, to U.S. Representative Keith Ellison, and to Rabbi Eilberg. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, audience, for being here. I'm Al McFarlane. Join us next week for Conversations with Al McFarlane. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Wayne.
And I always say, Nicola, she's going to be at Favor Cafe on Lake and Lindale. All right, so everybody check it out. All right, it's going to be a great show. Good.